Hey guys, welcome back to another video where this time I'll be talking about Chris. So I just got it today, so her stats might not be the best, but I'll be taking her through PvE and PvP to give you an idea of what she's like. And let me just say, I think Clock is one of the best enchantments for her, because due to the nature of her passive, you want to keep attacking because of this passive. So when actively attacking, you restore HP with an ally, so which means you would give it 2 damage skills instead of strengthen. So, and one more thing is that I don't really like the skill Retribution, because say for example, it's only 0.3, well I mean most of them are, but like it's physical damage, it's not even magic, so it doesn't use your int, it uses your attack, where most of these other abilities uses your int, so because they're magical damage, so you would rather focus on your int rather than physical. And like it's span is yourself, so it's not very wide range at all. Most mage spells are 3 blocks and this is only 2 blocks, and you have to get close to them, and it dispels 2 buffs. So that's the good thing about it, it's like a dispeller. But apart from that, I don't really like the skill at all, so like that's a downside with the last skill. So hopefully I can be proven wrong. So great thing about her is this one is like a mass heal, so, and it's got a really short cooldown, and this one as well, it's got only 1 turn cooldown. I think that's a mistake, because I went in combat and then sometimes I was always capped, so I couldn't use this skill sometimes. So like it just says 1 turn cooldown, 1 turn to go. Maybe it's that when you use this skill and then you use another skill, this 1 turn doesn't refresh. It could be wrong, but that's just my theory. So I gave her Clock Resonance because if you like, there's a really good chance, so you get around a 30% chance, and then the second attack you get another 30% chance to reset your cooldown, so you can basically keep staying in range. Like if you're moderately lucky, you can keep staying in 2 blocks range and you keep attacking, which means you're going to heal your troops and you won't get damaged, because you're healer, you don't really want to go up against enemies on melee range if you don't have to. So you can keep using her as like an archer if you have this resonance. That's what I mean. And like what else would you use on her? That's the question. Like this magic is another one, because you want to increase your int. Rough Sea is okay. No, you don't need Rough Sea because you don't need damage taken. So what else would you use? You wouldn't use crit. There's one more that I was missing, and it's on my other heroes. So Full Moon, you don't really need div. So I believe like Clock is one of the best that you can get for her. Probably is the best. And then apart from that, it's enough rambling for now. We can just go ahead and test her in Dragon and some in PvP and see how she does. Something like this is good, because there's demons here. So yeah, like I said, I just got her today, so her stats are not the best. It could be much higher, but check this out. First I want to move my Cherie somewhere here. So you get a random buff from her. I think it's every unit that stands next to her that gets a random buff. See, clock present. So random buff. So you could get attack buffs, which is really important for Cherie. So for the stats of your equipment, you really want to go with int for all your gears. Let's see, how am I going to do this? Oh, he used again for me. Is that right? Why is it that I'm able to attack? Okay, yeah, she used again for me. I don't think I can one shot. Oh, okay, never mind. I can one shot. So the first one is a self heal, and then this one's a team heal. The tooltips doesn't really say it, but watch this. Now, as for her troops, she gets these monks, or you get so you get exorcists later, which are really good against undead, or you get melee troops. I'm using monks because they're good against demons, but against a dragon, I think the troops are better. I mean the infantry, so you either get a monk or infantry. In PvP, I believe I'll go with the infantry. But I mean, it's a trade-off because she might be weaker to melee. But I guess these clerics are also weak to melee. Okay, I'll move my Cherie somewhere here. So she can get a random buff. Interesting, if I move somewhere here, maybe all three of these can get a buff. Present. It just says one random buff, but somehow I got two random buffs. I'm not sure if like that's a oversight by me last time, so we'll see. think my team needs heal. So see, attack down, and then I got clock, present. Oh, present, see, disable, it dispelled her own debuff, as well as dispelling my Cherie debuff. So, like, it says one soldier, but like, as you see, it clearly dispelled her own. Alright, so Leon has what buffs? Leon has no buffs, and I have a shield buff. Ouch. Okay, so see how many buffs I can dispel from this. So it's 2. So it dispels her own, and then one ally close to hers, and then she adds 1 buff. So that's what it is, I think. I think that's what it is. This is not bad regardless. Excellent for drags, because you dispel your own, and then just look how many, like, you know, actions pop up. It's a lot of actions for her. See, with the clock resonance, it's very unlikely that, you know, your skills are going to go on cooldown, so you can just keep spamming them. So that dispelled Leon's, and then it gave me an attack buff. Alright, so that gave you an idea of her power in dragons in particular, and in PvE. Very useful, very handy to have a dispeller passive. So you don't really need to use a dispel skill or anything, you just have to stand next to a unit. That's very, very handy, and then it gives you a random buff on top of that. Plus healing, and plus doing damage. Like, and it's an AoE heal. Okay, granted it's not the best AoE heal, it's like it's not the best. So if you have her, like, I mean, she's not the best healer. So I think I love using 2 healers in the team anyway. So if she's a good pseudo semi healer, so you would use it like a full healer, you know, a real healer alongside her, or you can use her and her together, because they're both kind of pseudo healers. They're both like kind of hybrid attacking healers. So if you have both, like, it's a good idea to just use both of them in your team. Okay, I'll do a world arena. Let's see, what rank am I now? I was 66. Now I'm 60. So I don't know how that works. But okay. Okay, that's good. This is my level, so it's kind of an even matchup. Now, you know, I'm gonna have to replace some heroes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace the spear with Vargris because Vargris is much better. Due to the faction buff, like her faction buff doesn't really work for me. I mean, I only have Dehate that goes with her for faction buff. These two heroes. So what's good about her is that she assists your tank. So if your tank has mobility down, which then disables her guard, so this will be disabled and this will be disabled if they do mobility down, and then you just move your Chris next to your tank and then dispel that debuff, so that they can guard again. Yeah, so that's what's really good about her. Hopefully I can show that if his Leon charges my guard unit. Just checking if they have some mobility buffs. It's a really weak faction buff. I think he has a much better one. Oh wait. Bernard is a lance. That's interesting. It's got a guard on it as well. And he can dispel it if I attack him now. So I won't. And going in with Shuri is suicidal. So move there so you can't charge me. Okay, that went on 3 of them. Not bad. Attack down and magic defense down. don't know why she's Pegasus Knight. And I disabled her guard. So, like, any of them are easy pickings for now. Like, if I think I can kill her. I don't have, I don't have an attack buff, but let's see. Oh, that was so close. Because of the defense buff that he survived. So I miscalculated. That should help my Cherie. I don't know if she will survive. Yeah, she's dead. Okay, let's see how much damage she's gonna do to Leon and heal up my troop. I got this in a bag. Hope she doesn't block. Hope that's not how it works. Leon's got a buff for shielding. And my troops are weak to her, but that's still a lot of damage. Look at that. Can he move forward? No, he can't. So I don't really need to kill him, I'll just worry about doing this. He's got a magic defense buff, but still did so much damage. I took out half his health just with you know, one thing, and then it just buffed my heroes, and then it mass healed everyone. That's really awesome. And if he had a debuff like a mobility down, I would have disabled that in one go. So it's a lot of really powerful and essential effects in one turn. So yeah, she's a really good, like, I think very high tier hero in my opinion. Now I can move forward and see how much damage I'm gonna do to them. Let's do it to Leon. No. Actually, I need to weaken. If I can do it to Leon, I can kill him. I have kill potential on Leon. Still not enough though. Not enough turns. So I don't know if I can kill him actually. Chris is very good. I'm gonna change up my team to be to Langrisser and then Chris, these guys, and that's a really solid PvP team. Wow, almost killed me. Oh, it's not enough to kill him. Very good damage. And it gave my hero a regen buff. That's awesome, gotta say. Alright, so joint battle is on. I'm gonna finish up the video. Before I do, let's have a look again at her. Yeah, so you definitely want int, not attack. And mobility boosts really help because it gives you the range, like the extra movement that you need to get close to your enemies, because if you don't get close to your enemies you can't use your skills, and if you can't use your skills your passive won't activate. So let me just minimize my window here. Okay, so I did an image for her pros and cons, and I believe these are what I feel are her weaknesses and her strengths. So let me just go through them one by one before we go. So she's like one of the few heroes that can global AoE heal. If not, I don't think I've ever seen that ability apart from her. So she's like one of the, like, unless you know I stumble across another one, she's the only one that I saw that can do a global AoE heal, and she can debuff and buff and do a great single hit damage all in one turn. So she's a very versatile, like jack of all trades hero, like all in like one little package, and it gives you a lot of great utility. So in one little tiny package, yeah. So it's viable in both PvP and PvE, and it's very useful for both. Okay, and her debuff doesn't cost you a turn. All you have to do is move close to, you know, unlike if you had to dispel. And it's a very auto-friendly hero because there's not much that could go wrong with her. And then, you know, it belongs in two key factions, the Legion of Glory and Princess. So there's a pretty good factions, and you could make a good solid team out of her. And Princess is like where all the waifus are at. So you know, if you're into that, then this is the one for you. And obviously she looks cute, very kawaii and waifu material. Okay, so her the bad things about her is like the vulnerability seems kind of lackluster, because like I said, it's like you gotta go near them, and it's physical damage, and also like the span is only to radius. It's not very big like the mages are with free span, free radius. And she can't replace a true healer because she always needs to attack in order to heal. So basically, if it's a dragon or something with range, you always have to take damage in order to heal as well. And also, if, for example, one of your units is very far away and there's no enemies nearby and you need healing, then you're kind of screwed. That's the reason she needs, you know, mobility boots, basically, to get close to an enemy so she can do some healing sometimes. And her AoE healing isn't super strong because it's a global, so it's a trade-off. And there's no bond missions as of yet, so like with other heroes you can do bond missions and you get free shards. So she doesn't have that going for her, so you know, hopefully they implement something where you can get free shards for her. And so with all that said, I still, like, she's super awesome and she's great to have in your team. Very good utility, so definitely worth it. And it's, for like all things said and done, I reckon she's like 9 out of 10 PvE and 8 out of 10 for PvP. She's not super strong in PvP because it's not AoE, it's not too much AoE focused. So that's the only thing, you know, just not much AoE going on with her. But yeah, super great hero, great damage, everything. Yeah, so that was my first review in this game, and if you have any suggestions or feedback or whatever, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know as well. Hope to see you on the next one, and hope you enjoyed a format like this. Guys, peace out.